Hi, my name's Chelsea Nicole. I'm an artist called Princess Chelsea from New Zealand. Me and my 8 friends from New Zealand have flown to do our first ever tour of North America. The reason we're doing it is because people wanted us to come. I'm kind of a cult artist. I'm not super famous, but we thought, let's just go and do it. And so we've been playing 26 shows in the last 6 weeks, and this is our final show in the US, in Chicago. And this is our van, so I'd just like to give you a tour. I believe it's a Chevy, like I'm not a car person, but I've driven it quite a bit. And it handles very nicely. The brakes are a little slow, but I do very much like it. And because there's so many of us, we've also hired a trailer over here, a U-Haul trailer. So we put all our shit in there, and then we can fit all the people. So let's go and shall I introduce you to the people? So welcome to the front seat of the van. This is where the van is driven. At the moment we have our driver, this is Monkey. Hey bro. It's actually a gorilla. His name's Monkey, and he's a little bit short, so he requires extra cushioning. So we have 2 cushions stacked, and also a book that seems to be the right height, because you've got to be about safety when you're driving a van. We've got the neck pillow there for support, and as you can see, it's just the perfect height, and everything's in order. And so in the front seat of the van, what usually happens is you've got the AC controls. So it's very important because you have back seat AC and you've got front seat. And so what you're going to get is people at the back being like, I'm too hot, or I'm too cold, can you please put on the heat, can you make it cooler? So that's very important for the person sitting here. That's their job. Because the driver has to focus on driving. They can't be like just messing around and nodding and stuff. Then also, you're also in charge of a stereo, which is very important. And I'll get one of the other members to explain some of the games that we've invented involving the stereo, because we've had like 8+ hour drives and you have to stop yourself from going crazy. So let's just see what we've got here. Throat care cough lozenges. This is for me to make sure that I can sing. We've got various chargers, USB-A, USB, all the different types of USBs. Got a little speaker here. We've got a cup of cold tea. What else have we got? We've got another neck pillow. This has got that foam kind of stuff. It's quite good, I like that one. If you need to like clean orifices of your body or whatever, or remove makeup, we've got these. Cotton, we call them cotton buds. What do you call them in the States? No. I've got some packing tape, and we've got some small stretch wrap. I actually don't know why this is here. But there's always the half empty water bottle, which is good. And so Simeon suggested that we have a rule that if there's a water bottle that's older than like 45 minutes, then it gets turfed. So I've been starting to do that. Otherwise you're not having like 30 half-drunk water bottles, and it's kind of confusing. This is the Attitude Adjuster stick. So it's actually left over from the previous store, but we thought we'd keep it. We haven't had to use it, but I assume like you assault someone if they have a bad attitude, like that. So we're going to exit the front. I'm going to shut the door. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. And we're going to go into row number 2. Row number 2 is where we like to eat a lot of popcorn. So there's like a lot of popcorn here, which is cool. But that's what this is for. Just haven't had time lately to do it. But I like to get in and like give it a good old clean. And lift up these mats like this. See, like, and popcorn, it's just so satisfying. It feels really good. Like if you're having a hard day, get down here and do this. You're making a real tangible change. Actually the area, so here we have beautiful Jasmine Balmer and Kate Tyndall Lum. Everyone's a key member of the band. We actually rotate where we sit because we don't like to have everyone sit in the same spot all the time. So at the moment these queens are sitting in the front row. So what do you think are the benefits and also like the challenges of this row?
You go. Oh, this is a benefit. It's a cup holder. So sometimes you might get a can of water and you don't want to drink a whole can all at once.
Cans of water in the US.
Or coffees. Jasmine's not very good at drinking a low coffee, are you? So this is a prime piece of real estate here, a cup holder. Only the front 2 rows of cup holders.
Joe is actually still housing a coffee of mine from this morning that I refused to finish.
All right. Now, as we head towards the second row, this area of the van is quite contentious. So basically, I'm a very clean person, right? So like, so on the second row here, you can meet our sound engineer. This is one of New Zealand's most talented live sound engineers, Bob Frisbee, and also wonderful keys player Joe Captain. Bob, do you want to explain the situation? Because it's your thing.
So one of the benefits of sitting in this row, which is what, is this the third row?
Yeah. I guess let's call it the third row.
Is access to this liminal space, which some of us refer to as the rubbish trough.
Trough, sure.
Yeah.
Or just the trough,
The
actually.
trough,
It's just
yeah.
been shortened to the
Yeah.
trough.
And I really don't like the idea of it, like, because I like to contain rubbish inside a bag. Whereas Bob, what do you think, Bob?
You know, I can demonstrate actually what everybody else apart from Chelsea how to use the rubbish trough. Yeah, I do. Actually, I have Jasmine Balmer's leftover coffee cup from which we took from the second row prime real estate
Another cup holder.
And very satisfying sound when you throw some rubbish into the rubbish trough.
And that just does my head in. And I'm often sitting there, and he knows I hate it. And he'll just be like, Chelsea, listen to this. and then he'll do this. And he'll be, listen to the frequency of the cup hitting the trough floor. I can't handle it, eh? And I'm just like,
There's actually more?
there's more?
Yeah, there's more. So
Oh, they've got, oh God. I just think you got to have standards, and like when you pull into a town, we're representing our country, Aotearoa, and we pull into a town, we open up a door, and all this shit falls out.
Well, it doesn't fall out because
Okay.
it tends not to fall out because there's actually one extra step, literally an extra step that to the rubbish trough. So if we close the door again, and to stop the rubbish from falling out, this happens. So now you'll observe that when you open the door, see, it stopped it.
Yeah. See what I mean? This is why you can't have a trough. It's disgusting. Okay, so we got here the fourth row. We've got Joshua Worthington Church, and we've got David Harris.
Hello.
And I thought maybe you guys, first of all, what are the benefits of this row and the challenges?
Well, we don't have a cup holder.
Don't have a cup
So
holder, it's
that's
hard.
kind of a challenge, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because like you have to drink your entire beverage. all at
Open it,
once.
drink it right then and there. And then you got to pee, and we're driving for hours and hours. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Benefits? I don't know.
You don't
These
have me
ones are better.
asking
They've
you
got they've got cup holders and whatnot.
There is no real distinct advantage to this seat.
I reckon there's an advantage for speakers.
It's true, actually. We
Kind
can
of.
fade the speakers to the back, and when we do that, we get pretty good sound back there.
Well,
Yep.
that's a benefit.
That would be
It's
a
always
plus.
good to look on the positive side.
Yeah.
So we've got some long drives, as I said. Like we've had some 8+ hour drives. We've literally driven from the west coast of the US to the east. How many days did we do that in? 3?
Oh,
I have no idea.
It was a long time. And so like we've made up a few van games. So do you guys want to explain? We've got Whose Song Is It Anyway and Baker's Dozen.
so we didn't make up Baker's Dozen. I am actually not,
I think
probably
it's
not the historian.
I think it may be Luke Rowell from Wellington, New Zealand, whose artist name is Disaster Radio.
Great. But Baker's Dozen is fairly simple. You just pick one song and listen to it 13 times in a row with no gaps, and that's fun, usually. You sort of, that process, you learn a lot about the song, hopefully. Or you don't, and you have a really miserable time. But generally, you'll pick up on things by the sort of 7th or 8th listen. By listen 12, you're really unraveling the threads of the whatever piece you've chosen.
What sort of songs do we usually choose for Baker's Dozen?
I feel like it's...
We should just listen.
Yeah, so on this tour we've done... What was that?
Oh, we did
Finger Boys?
Finger Boys.
Oh, yeah.
The
The Finger Bus. It's
The Venga
coming.
Bus.
What was the Natasha Bedingfield one you chose?
Unwritten by
yeah.
Natasha Bedingfield.
We did Fast Times in Tahoe, which is a New Zealand band Elemental P's song. And recently we did Bliss, which is another Kiwi band, The Dudes, and Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, that was just last night actually. We quite often do it on the night drives because you've got to sort of stay peppy.
And we're all rocked up after a show, so...
Yeah, so
you know.
it's really fun. And David, do you want to explain whose song is it anyway?
That's a bit more complicated.
But you're
Ins
smart.
and outs. Okay. So whose song is it anyway? Is where each member in the van formulates a small playlist of 3 to 5 songs, and they send that playlist to one person who is the game master, who compiles a Spotify playlist of all of these songs. And then we hit shuffle and they start playing, and as each song starts playing, we have to guess whose song it is.
Who chose the song? So maybe like Natasha Bedingfield comes on, and everyone's like, I think it's Joe. It's Joe. It's Joe. Or I think it's Jasmine pretending to be Joe. Or I think it's Joshua. And then you write down who you think it is. And then the scoring system.
The scoring system, okay. So, if no one guesses that it was your song, and you get away with it, you get 2 points.
If you guess that Joe picked Natasha Bedingfield, you get 1
You
point.
get 1 point.
If no one guesses that Joe picked Natasha Bedingfield, Joe gets 2 points.
And if everyone guesses Joe loses 1 point.
Yeah. So like it's very psychological. So like it's very fun, and that game can last up for like 2 hours, and it's very
Easily.
fun. So that's a game that we formulated together on the road, and now we're introducing it to you for anyone that has to have the long drives. Whose song is it anyway? And then I guess we got one more row. Okay, cool. I'll just dust up some stuff as I go. Alright. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to get down here. So this is our tour manager, Honza. He does a lot of the driving and organising, but he's currently asleep. So we'll just leave him sleeping, I think, is probably the best.
Just check it up as well, just to see if he's...
Just Honza.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
So
he's
we'll move on.
Sleep. Leave him.
The back row here, in the very back, we've got Simeon, Kevin, and Vincent. Hi, Simeon.
Hey.
Do you want to talk about what you reckon what do you think about this row? Because you've sat back here with me a little bit.
I've been back here a lot. Underrated row.
Yeah, I reckon underrated.
Not without its challenges.
Yeah.
In fact, the seat Honza has, I reckon, is the most underrated seat. It's the only seat where you get like unrestricted leg room, but also somewhere to rest your head.
Yes.
Huge.
This is huge.
Yeah.
When you're in a
that's-
van, like you can have a neck pillow, but if you've got nothing to sort of secure the head,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Normally you have to pick one or the other, but with that seat you get both.
yeah, and a lot of you are quite tall. Like you're a
Yes.
tall person. You're a tall person. You need that leg room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else about the back? It's a bit wider.
The air conditioning doesn't quite reach back here, so it's really hot in this row.
Yeah.
And no matter what, it's really hot, and the speakers are literally right there.
Yeah.
So if you're in like row 1 or 2, you can't really hear the music, so you ask for it to be turned up, and then you're at the back, and all you can hear is the music, and then you ask for it to be turned down, and it's kind of a bit of a back
Just
and forth.
fights.
Yeah.
Fights.
Food or drink, it's your job to go digging in the boot mid-drive.
Yeah, if we can just air the dirty laundry right now, people have a habit of waiting until we get back in the car after the gas station and then asking for the bottles of water that are right at the back, at the bottom of the boot. We stop for 10 minutes and then we wait until we're back on the road. Hey, can I get a bottle of water?
Came over now.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's hard. Yeah. But like honestly, like we're such good friends, all of us, that we've been in this van for 6 weeks, and I think we've come out of it better friends than before. So it's honestly, it's such a joy to be in this van with you all, I reckon.
Aww.
So thanks again for watching our van tour. Just to summarise, I'm Princess Chelsea. We've got a van full of an amazing band. We need to come up with a good name for the band. At the moment it's Princess Chelsea and Friends. This is where I'm meant to promote myself, so please go and listen to the music and come see us play a show, because we just have so much fun on stage and we're all about playing live music. Thanks very much. Hope you can take on board some of the suggestions. Don't do this. This is not a good idea. And remember, stay healthy. Make sure you've got your hand sanitizer. We've got the vanitizer. Got your bath salts down there. Stay safe, stay clean. And thanks so much for watching the tour of our van.